Recording. Hello and welcome to the Hubcast on...
Hey, let's do a barbershop quartet intro. Hello.
Oh, that was awful.
You two both start at the same time. It confused me.
I just filled in the gaps.
Hello.
Thank you so
It's
much for
March
joining
8th,
us, everyone.
2017. Thank you for joining us on the Hubcast.
We'd like to start off by thanking today's sponsors of the Hubcast for this episode, which are Blue Apron and Dollar Shave Club. We'll chat a little bit more about them later.
Can I get those URLs?
Shave your vegetables.
The URLs for those?
Dollar Shave Club.
They're all in my pocket right now.
Shaveclub.org.
I'll give you the URLs
Net.
later. So anyway, welcome to the Hubcast, everyone. There's been a few things that have happened this week that have made headlines, and we're not going to cover any of those because the Nintendo Switch is out.
And it's fantastic.
Are you the only one that currently owns one?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
right
yeah.
Grab it!
there. We had we
Why
played
doesn't
it
it
a
have
little
Zelda
bit.
running on it right now?
I feel like it'd reflect really poorly. Do you want me?
Yeah.
I can try.
Slideshow. You could do
No,
that.
I think it would. Not, well, you guys were talking about the screen brightness not being that great, right?
Well,
Or
that
is
was
a
when we
thing?
were outside.
Oh, it's 1-2 switch.
Okay,
Or
well,
at least it'll look pretty.
it'll
Yeah, there you go.
look like
it's
something's
the
on
wizard
there.
battle at the end when it's recounting like all the counters back and forth, just playing over and over.
Oh, so it's just like that.
It's just gonna be like, voo, voo.
Can't wait to
Wait
see it
for
on
it,
the. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, it's coming.
I have
Oh.
to hit a button three
All
times.
right.
Just go
Three,
click,
two,
click, click,
one.
and then there you go.
Ah,
pretty
see, that's a
cool.
little bit of animation on the screen right there.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I
But
like
the
it.
Nintendo Switch is very fun. Did you guys
Yes.
like it? We played it
Oh, I
a
had
little
a
bit on
blast.
Monday.
I do want one.
We played a couple different games. We played the 1-2 Switch
And Snipper Clips.
Snipper Clips, and both of those were really fun. I think we got frustrated at points, upset at points. We had some highs, we had some lows, but I think at the end we all came out high.
It was quite the range of emotions that happened, and it's definitely an interesting console. I'm curious to see what it plays like with Zelda. That's the only reason I really want it right now.
Do you want to
don't
have
even
your
like
first
Zelda.
interaction right here?
Huh?
Do you want to play it right here for the first time on the
During-
podcast?
during the
No,
podcast.
no,
Okay.
that'd take too far too long. I want to sit in the comfort of my home and play the Nintendo
Plus, it's
Switch.
stupid when people play video games on podcasts. Dude,
Shots fired.
Shots fired, dude.
No, I love.
I have a challenge for everyone here. Everyone has to lick this.
Lick it.
These are the game cartridges.
Oh,
so
God.
Nintendo
This is the lick
puts a substance on everything to prevent people from eating.
Who eats?
To prevent people from licking
Like
or
little
eating,
children eating
this
it.
thing. And it's supposed to just taste bad, but there's 3 types of people that you can tell based on what it tastes like to you. If you gag, you're a super taster. If you think it's a little bitter, you're a normal taster. And if you just taste plastic, you're a no taster. And it's all dependent upon the bunching of
Is she saying don't lick?
things on your tongue. I licked it. I'm in the middle. It tastes a little bitter to me, but I had my girlfriend lick it, and she almost, she was gagging.
So you're
really
handing
badly.
it around a petri dish right now for
Yep.
us to lick.
Can you?
You're first.
Did they put it on everything so I can lick the Switch too?
Just those because they're teeny.
What in the world?
I don't know if I want to lick
Where
it.
am I licking? Where'd you guys lick it? No, just them.
No,
I'm
he
not gonna-
doesn't
I
know.
licked the Zelda one.
Where'd you? Oh, you didn't. Nobody's licked the Switch one.
No, lick the metal part though.
Why?
in the world?
It's not gonna shock
This-
you.
Okay,
I'm just,
I have so,
like a
so
battery.
Is that where the stuff is?
I just read. I think it's on the whole thing. I don't know.
so,
I'd
so if
rather
they
lick
if
some-
they
lick
make it
somewhere else, I'll
taste
lick the
weird,
side.
like these things are small.
Song. It's so strong.
Where'd you lick it, Dan?
It's
So,
spreading in my mouth.
so Dan's a super taster.
It's spreading in
He's
my
not
mouth.
gagging though.
No, but he's
Oh,
reacting very
Where'd
poorly.
you lick it?
That's like like a ball of intense earwax.
Dan, where'd you lick it?
I just licked one of the sides.
Okay, I'll lick it.
Lick the
I'll
top,
lick this
the top.
corner.
Top's good. Top's clear. Maybe I like the top. I don't know.
Yeah. See. Okay. I think.
Oh, it's still there.
That's pretty bitter. So
Yeah,
I licked the
it's
top.
How
pretty
long does
bitter.
it last? Is it like
Uh,
a little single coat, or does
so-
it last forever?
For me, it lasted maybe like
does
a couple
spread.
minutes.
I meant
I meant
on the
on the
cartridge.
He went back
cartridge.
for seconds. But my girlfriend, she claimed it was on her tongue for like 3 hours. I think she was a little over exaggerating, but
It's there
Yeah.
right now, but I mean it's immediate. Oh, it's making the Red Bull taste weird.
but you can kind of feel it on your tongue. Like I looked on
Is
the
this
side
safe
of it.
to
Yeah.
be doing? Like,
There was only one reported case of something bad happening.
Wait, only one reported case of, and you just made us lick these cartridges? Oh
Only
my
one
goodness.
reported case.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, but this has become a trend where people are licking it, and it's funny because Nintendo made this whole thing about please don't lick or eat this, so they put this stuff on it, and everyone's like, oh, let's see what it tastes like.
Yeah, so
they
everyone's
lick
looking at it.
including
I say
myself.
we go and find a bunch of
those
used,
idiots?
cartridges
And test them.
and
6
put about
months.
7 or 8 of them in your mouth at once and see who can last the longest.
It's like a warhead challenge.
It would be a warhead challenge, but
Oh,
just
God.
bitterness of bitter. And then maybe throw a few of those like Chinese peppercorns in there that make your mouth like explode.
We'll do that for our next big charity live stream. That'll be a goal.
It's not toxic. It's
Yay.
non-toxic. Okay.
Yeah, it's just
well,
meant
that's
to-
boring.
It's not supposed
It's
to
a
poison
deterrent.
you.
We'll
It's
find
a
out
deterrent, yeah.
3 years from now that it is toxic. It's
cancerous.
Like everything.
horribly stricken with cancer.
Many YouTube
God,
Thanks,
audiences.
Nintendo. I'm curious. Yeah, like I was saying, I want to enjoy it in the comfort of my own home, playing some Zelda, just hanging back, just running around, slicing trees. You know, the thing Zelda does.
Yep.
Because when Zelda takes out her sword
His.
and runs around with her little shield
His.
He said Zelda,
Link.
and rolls around.
but
Big
he was
Zelda.
talking about Zelda.
What about when he goes?
She doesn't have
Yeah.
a sword. I don't think there's a sword.
Is there any point? Oh well, shit. Zelda or Link doesn't talk in those games.
He doesn't
but-
even talk now, but there is full voice acting in this for cutscenes. He still is like, there are scenes where like I'm talking to someone like, don't worry, your silence speaks volumes.
Oh, well, I always
So they
love
just
that,
accept
that
him as a
workaround.
mute in there.
They,
No,
they
but
always
you-
in any game where you're a mute, they're
But you
always
can still
like,
say things because you
not a
talk in
talker, huh?
conversations, but it's more like a like during like just regular text convos, you can choose things to say. But then when the cutscenes show up, Link still does not talk. So
I mean, I've
Master
never.
Chief didn't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't
Well,
really
he
talk.
did talk a lot.
He,
but he
he
definitely
at least
talked.
talked a little bit. And
You're right.
I've never been around someone
gonna
that's,
shoot more
that's
shit.
mute, but is that like a common thing when you're with someone that can't talk? And you can't do sign language for them, or they can't do sign language to you, so it's
I
just
feel
like
like if
you
you're-
just talk.
well, if you're friends with someone who's mute, I assume you have some form of communication.
Yeah, that's true.
Like either you know sign language or you have a whiteboard or something. I don't know.
huh? Not a talker, huh?
Huh.
Well, then you have the cartoon where Link wouldn't shut the fuck up. Well, excuse me, princess. I want a mod of
With,
Breath of the Wild where that's his only dialogue option.
I'll
Every
edit a video
single-
together.
And then a mod that replaces every single one of his slicing sound clips.
Excuse me, princess. Is Navi in there?
No, she's not. That was only an ocarina, and then he had a different
That's the only
fairy
one I've really played.
in Majora. But that was not
Gotcha.
Navi. Navi's only been an ocarina.
listen.
And then she's been in a couple other games as like pointers, like in the Wii, like it'd be the pointer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I think she was a pointer in Twilight Princess, but she didn't talk.
Now, would you say it's a conspiracy theory that every one of these games is basically designed as a fairy simulation and Navi is who you are playing a game? What in the world, Stephanie? What are you doing?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is the black magic device, should that be muted?
Yes.
I don't think it should be outputting sound, but maybe it is.
No one said anything at least.
Yeah.
There was one
Someone
person
did,
who
and I
said,
just
said something about
realized
an
I
echo.
muted it. So now it's fine. Go ahead.
Okay.
Well,
What in
it
the
might sound
world?
much
Might have just been
clearer
a
now.
slight echo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Navi's playing a video game. What was that?
Well, now Stephanie just ruined my entire
Well,
conspiracy
I thought she was gonna be
setup.
like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Yeah, I was
And that
waiting.
gonna be-
Sorry.
Unbelievable. Well, I lost that one. Anyway.
But I will
Nintendo
say-
Switch.
I don't know if you had anything in the first place.
I did.
In an unspoilery review of Zelda, it's a ton of fun. There's a lot of mini bosses just in the world. You'll just run into them. And they're actually, I think, more fun than the real bosses. But I ran into the hardest person last night, who was like the third boss I had run into. He was fucking tough.
How many hours is the game?
I don't know. I'm like probably 20 hours in, and
With-
haven't gotten very far.
Okay.
I think it's really long.
Does it combat The Witcher?
I mean, I like it a lot. I don't want to compare it to games because I feel like that's a disservice to both games.
But it does seem like a combination of like all the Zelda games up to this point: Skyrim, Dark Souls, a little bit of Witcher.
I feel like if you like The Witcher, you will enjoy Breath of the Wild. I think The Witcher has a deeper lore by far. Zelda's always been great,
can
and it's
say
a great
that again,
aesthetic,
Spencer.
and it's a great game. But they don't have like libraries of books. They don't have
Yeah.
like actual like full-on characters you talk to everywhere. It's more of like you're on an adventure as a mute. Not a bad thing. It's just it's not as in depth as The Witcher is, but I think in terms of like the world itself, like It's very full for an empty world. Like, there's not villages every single, like, hill you walk over. It's pretty barren, actually, but the barren sections are actually more fun, I feel like. There's more in them than just people.
Man, I want to play it.
That's a lot of fun. And
I'll be the judge of that.
The whole area is pretty diverse, but it's huge. I was playing on the first day, and I was walking to the first town you're supposed to go to after you start the game. I was walking there, I'm like, oh, I must be almost there. And I looked at the map, and I was like a quarter of the way there.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot bigger than the map looks. Because you look at the map, and you're like, that's not that big. And then you get into it, and it's like fucking huge. Cool. And it has the coolest amiibo support I've ever seen, which is nice.
The wolf?
Yeah, you can summon a wolf if you have the wolf amiibo, and if you have the generic Link amiibo, you can summon Epona, which is the horse from Ocarina and Twilight Princess.
That's awesome.
But you have to tame it right away. If you don't tame it, and then you're just like, that was fun, and you walk off, apparently you can't get it back.
Oh, shit.
I assume you can at some point, but it's a lot of fun.
Carrots.
But there's a
Is
lot.
that all you need to do is just carrots and then whoosh.
We whack them.
Yeah.
Remember the carrots?
Oh, yeah. There's a lot to this game, though, that's more in depth than I was expecting. Like, you
carrots.
tame wild horses to get to be your horse, and you have to praise them when they do something good, and then not do anything when they do something bad. Because if you praise them when they do something bad, they'll become a bad horse. But if you praise them when they do something good, they'll get these little, like,
I
sparkles
want a
above
naughty
their head.
horse.
You would want a naughty horse.
Naughty horse.
But, I mean, the game is incredibly good. I keep getting impressed every time. And there's so many cliffs to look over that you're just like, this is pretty.
It sounds like fun.
Yeah. There's a
I'm
fucking
curious to see how
centaur
it's
dude
like.
that wrecks your shit at every corner.
He sounds kind of
I've
scary.
never beaten him.
We'll
That'd
see
be
what
crazy
happens.
if there was like a boss. Sorry.
I'm just trying to watch Jordan dig out of this topic right now, and it's been stopped
It's okay.
twice.
No, I'm fine. As long as there's more to talk about, we can keep
I know.
I've
talking about
forgotten
it.
it.
Oh,
You
no.
just messed up Joe's train of thought.
It wasn't. It was a half thought anyway. I was coming up with it as I was saying it. I was like, oh no. So you kind of saved
I
me.
saved you. There you go.
One of my
be
favorite
my
parts
hero.
about the game is that there's a quest that's just kind of a loose quest, but they give you a book of like 12 pictures, and they're like, these are because you lose your memory at the beginning, so you don't remember anything, and so you're trying to regain your memory, and they give you these photos from before, and you have to go to where the photos are on the map and look at the same spot, and you'll start to remember, but you don't know where they are on the map, so you have to find the specific photos.
That's awesome.
It's really cool. It's like a little treasure hunt, that one.
That's super.
But I've beaten 3 bosses, like of the main bosses, and there's 4, I believe. But that's all I know right now. I have a feeling when I get there, they're gonna be like, now here's more stuff. But as of right now, that's where I'm at.
Interesting.
Wait, you want to go on things? Go ahead.
No, say what you want to say.
No, he was just trying to move on because he thought we were done. But
Oh, I'm glad I can't get one of these right now, just because. Oh, I'm still obsessed with Overwatch and Orisa.
Yeah.
I've been playing Orisa.
No, it was
Orisa.
tough because they came out on the same day, or
they did?
like one day apart. Like
That's
Arisa
true.
came out the day beforehand, and so when I got the Switch, I haven't played Overwatch since I got it.
Oh, really?
I still love
See, that's why I'm
Overwatch.
glad
Do
I
not get me
can't get
wrong,
that, yeah.
but I'm taking a little hiatus, and then I'll come back in and do competitive.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's a ton of fun.
Now, is it a gross underestimation of the popularity that has led to this thing being sold out in every single store, or
It
is
beat
it
the
just
Wii.
that popular?
It beat the Wii
on initial
on sales. Yeah, and the Wii
Well,
was huge.
No. The Wii got huge at a exponential pace.
Yeah.
It wasn't the first week.
No, I know, but the Wii, it's the highest
was-
selling Nintendo console of all time as of right now, and there's only like 5 games on it, which is kind of a letdown.
Wait, so you're telling me this is sold more than the
just
Wii?
more total?
No, not as of right now.
What
The
you
biggest
said?
launch.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, it's the biggest launch of all time for Nintendo. So I'm really hoping that they can keep this going. I mean, the next big game is Mario Kart in April, and they have Splatoon.
Mario Party?
Ooh.
They haven't announced a Mario Party yet, which is a big letdown because
Man, that would've been a
the reason I
perfect
get
launch.
Nintendo is for party games. So 1-2 Switch was great, but that's
so
not
was the
going to
Snipper
be
game.
like a full night. Yeah, and Snipper Clips was great too, but I hope Mario Kart's next and Splatoon. The Mario Odyssey game isn't until Christmas, sadly, but I don't know. They've announced a ton of indie games and some third-party
Yeah,
games too.
I
That's
was
right.
surprised to
Yeah,
see
they ported a lot of stuff.
Kingdom's coming over, and Isaac came
it's
over
co-op
as well.
Kingdom,
Yeah, I know. It's a Tale of Two Kings or whatever, and I was like, oh, that's so awesome.
and they're gonna have what's the
Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley? That's gonna have cooperative as well.
Oh, really? That
Yep.
would be sweet. Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Apparently, it's going to be cooperative on PC first, but in their presentation, they made it sound like only they would have it because they're like, "We're going to be the first," and then it was like console.
We're gonna be the first console to have Stardew Valley co-op.
But I mean, Stardew Valley co-op would be a ton of fun. We could
Yeah, that
record
game
that.
is
for sure.
game is definitely a lot of fun even on your own. I mean, it's a good time waster where you just like sit there and just kind of run around and plant crops and do whatever and explore caves, and then you just wait till the next day. It's a good little side screen thing, but
Yeah.
it's fun.
But it's a ton of fun. The controllers, I heard they were gonna be really cheap feeling. I thought they feel pretty good.
Yeah, I like them. The Joy-Cons
and the
aren't
Pro
too bad.
controller's really nice.
Yeah, I like that
I like
one.
that.
I haven't used that one.
Which
yet.
the Pro controller on the Wii U was a little It was
Yeah,
fine. It was
was
better
iffy.
than what the Wii U had, but the Pro controller for this is really solid. And they have a little message on it. If you hold the right joystick down and look underneath, it says "Thanks to all gamers."
Oh, on the Pro controller.
Yep.
That just added $10 to the price tag. Is it a commemorative or?
What?
Is it a commemorative or?
I think it's just all of them.
Okay,
It's just a little
interesting.
thing on the
Yeah,
dab
well,
chip pad thing.
Hopefully, I can get one soon. We had gone around to a few stores like I think like the day or two after and just asked around. Everyone got some in like the next day, but they're sold out like instantly.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy.
Well, I thought
So
Amazon was gonna
I'll
fuck
just-
me.
I'll get one whenever I can. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'll wait till they're all like super in stock and then I'll go grab one
Yeah.
because I got other stuff to do.
I thought
It'll be
Amazon
fun when I
fucked
can
me
get to
because they
Zelda.
fucked up my shipment. Like the night before, they're like, "It's not gonna come till Tuesday," and I was like, "What?" Like I pre-ordered it 3 months ago, and then I called them, and they were like, "Well, we'll give you $5." And I was like, "Well, that still doesn't get it here by Tuesday, but whatever." And then later that night, they got stock. And apparently they didn't have enough stock, which I don't know why you'd pre-order more than the stock is, but they overnighted it, and it got there in like 3 hours from Wisconsin. Like they just flew it here, and then they drove it straight to my house, and then it was here.
Damn.
And I was
Nice.
like, it got here earlier than
Amazon.
they said it would be here. So I was like, I'm fine with that. And I got $5. Thank you, Amazon. Camel done.
Swell.
Okay, well, that's the Nintendo Switch right there. Another game that has some pretty swell open worlds that we've been playing. Well, I have anyway. I know Jared's obsessed with it. Is Ghost Recon. I don't know if anyone's gotten
Not
a chance
yet.
to
No,
install
I
it
got-
yet.
Yeah, you just reminded me.
Not yet.
I
Yeah.
installed it here.
He did.
Yeah,
The beta was amazing.
The beta was crazy. The entire scope of the entire like world it's massive, and it's a blast on co-op. You just run around and you're
I
shooting
saw you guys played
people
without
and-
me.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I tried to play with Spencer, but he just wasn't around.
I didn't even get a message.
Weren't you at work?
It's probably at the hospital.
No, it was yesterday.
I still didn't get a message.
It was yesterday when you were working, Spencer. Otherwise, I would have messaged you.
Oh.
I didn't get a message.
Yeah, Dan didn't get a message either.
Have you installed it?
You know
No,
what?
it doesn't take that long.
You know what? Maybe me and Dan will go off and start our own series
Well-
with blackjack and hookers.
Faction War.
Well,
Is that a part
luckily-
of the game?
Yeah, there's probably
Yeah,
factions.
but we would all be on the same team, so I didn't think there would be a way to, fight within the U.S. Army. But hey, maybe there is. You just fight each other inside the factions of the U.S. military. We start
In
our
the
own little
Navy.
city-state inside Bolivia.
In the
Anyway, at
Navy.
the end of the recording, we both concluded that we did need more people because 2 people was pretty bad.
Well,
Wow.
me and Dan are waiting on the other end.
Well,
Hello from the other side. Spencer, as long as I've been doing this, eventually you just get used to stop being asked to record things.
I thought it was funny. The first time I ever asked to record, because you guys used to ask me every now and then to record in a video series here or there. And I finally was like, well, can I ask or something? I asked someone that, and they're just like, yeah, just fucking ask us. And I started asking, then everyone wanted to record, and then everyone stopped.
that's the thing with it.
You're hot for,
What in the world was that?
you're like hot cakes for like a month, and they're just like, I
Well-
record with you.
It's tough because you always
Bless you.
Quiet. Pardon.
you always get to a point where you want to record or you're on a timeline and then no one's timeline syncs up and then it sucks.
You know, a message can decide if the timeline syncs up.
Well, you know what, Spencer? I didn't message you, so deal with it. Maybe
There's
next
always
time.
tomorrow.
I've learned to deal with it.
There is always tomorrow.
But I'd be down to record another session.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah, I
fun.
know it's a lot of fun.
The game
but
was
I'd like
very,
to see
very
what
fun when we
4
played
people
it.
would be like.
And we were just walking around. You
They made
walked
a lot
inside
of-
like the bulldozer and just started
Yeah,
bulldozing stuff.
they made a lot of fixes and stuff too, so it runs a lot smoother, and
The world's bigger.
Brought it to the full game pretty nicely. So it's fun time, definitely.
Felt like a much, much, much bigger and third person Far Cry. It was nice.
It's got that Far Cry element mixed with the tacticalness of the Tom Clancy series.
There was definitely much, much more tacticalness. Except I ran into a house and just started beating the shit out of everyone, and I glitched the mission.
Yeah, that did happen. That was kind of crazy, but that was beta stuff.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Hopefully, I don't think that
punched
stuff
them
will
too
happen
hard.
again. But yeah, it's a fun time. But yeah, we were just looking around for different weapons because you got to go around and find all the cool stuff so you can go and do some tactical stuff. And then I got a parachute, so now I can jump off of things and fly away with my parachute.
In any open world
Come
game
fly
nowadays,
with
the
me.
second you get any like parachute or glider, you're set. Like you're just waiting for that. Like in Zelda and
Is it glider in Zelda?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's a big part of the
Yeah.
game. That's the first
Like a
big
sugar
mission
glider?
you get. No, just like you just hold on to it and you just go. Whee.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
It
They show that in
works-
like every trailer,
It works well with all those cliffs you were talking about that you walk up to.
pretty much. Yeah. So I can get a glider. You're just like, I can go anywhere now until you're in the middle of a desert and you're just like, oh,
Fuck.
fuck, man.
Oh goodness. I was just going to talk about quick. We have a few cool things happening recently. I said the same thing twice. We got around to some more Ark today because for some reason the server just all of a sudden started to work.
Thankfully.
It was really strange. I was just having multiple issues with it for quite some time, and then for some reason it just all of a sudden worked randomly, and I joined up this morning. I was like, what in the world? And I was actually getting ready to set up one of the other computers as a dedicated server when it just started working like miraculously. So we started recording. We actually blew a breaker during that recording,
So we
lost
lost, like,
the
the
first 10 minutes. And then we got back into it, and it took a little while to get kind of settled and on our feet. And then the second we did, it really worked out. Dan, what are you writing?
It didn't
right
work
now?
out at all.
Are you
Well,
writing
taking
notes on what I'm
notes.
saying? Stop writing notes. It's not very nice.
For the
Once we got
record.
into Play Arc, though, the server ran beautifully. By the way, we then just got fucked. For you guys will see in the video, we got fucked in the recording, and nothing got done. But the video should be pretty enjoyable.
We got our footing at the end.
Oh yeah, at the end, we got so much done in the last 5 minutes as opposed to
Yeah.
the first hour and a half.
Yeah. That was my first time ever playing that game, so it was a huge learning curve.
It actually-
But I liked it. It was cool.
It worked out for you really well because you got a 15 to 20 minute time frame that didn't get recorded, that you got to learn some stuff. So
Oh,
then when
yeah.
it came back to the second round, you didn't have to learn nearly as much.
Next
That's
time
right.
should be easier too, since we have a dedicated
Oh
spot
yeah,
now.
we got a nice little settlement foothold. I just describe it as someone that's on the ice just flopping their legs around, not being able to stay in one place, and then before the end of the day, they're
find a little patch of
Apollo
dirt.
Antonono whipping around that ice rink.
My goodness. I realized today how much like Minecraft that game is. It's very much like Minecraft.
Well, that's like Minecraft defined
It's like a
this
clunkier
generation
Minecraft, and now
of
then you get used to it.
survival
Yeah.
crafting
Yeah.
thing, because that's just like it's like a combination of like DayZ kind of made a big splash in that way, and then
the
Ark,
thing is, though, is if that game didn't have dinosaurs,
it just
it
be
wouldn't be
crafting
worth
thing.
it.
That's
the
its
fact
hook.
is that
That's
there's
the hook.
dinosaurs and you can tame them.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
the cool.
and they can fuck you.
Yeah, they can
And,
fuck you.
They could be
And
just
have dino
benign,
babies.
or they can be a whole narrative.
That's
Do
why I
you
never
think-
got into Rust.
Do you think they plan to put the dinos in there right off the bat, or they played it after they built it?
And they're like,
This
we
shit
need
needs to
something
know.
else.
We need something big,
Yeah.
something
Seems like
crazy.
that seems like something that would have to start developing early on. So I'd
Yeah.
imagine it was all the
tied in.
concept when they pulled the trigger on it.
Yeah.
And then we also recorded round 2 of King of Booze.
Oh my goodness.
And
Lord.
that was just a crazy time that went on for almost 2 hours of
Oh
just
my goodness.
Boozing.
boozing, drinking a lot of different kinds of beer. I ended up having like 7 or 8 beers in total within a 2 hour time
I
frame.
got
goodness.
wasted.
You weren't even
You weren't
there.
even there, Spencer.
I
You
got
weren't even
wasted.
But we had Justin coming again for that one. so
Yeah, it was Justin,
fun.
Steph, Jordan, and I.
It
That
was a lot of fun.
pretty great. There were some magical moments in there. I think
Oh my
Justin and I
gosh,
left
yeah.
with different understandings of each other.
Yeah.
There's definitely some new bonds
And
that
I
were
had
formed.
physical contact from everybody, if you know what I mean.
That's very true. Dan and
Genitally?
Justin got pretty damn close.
Almost.
Did
Almost.
y'all scissor?
No,
were there.
that needs to be
You were
one
there
next
most of the
time.
But I
time.
was in the corner and I was drunk.
Yeah.
Ish.
Oh, you drunkish. Oh,
No, I only
you
had
the
one
shake.
beer.
You had
It
that
put me to
shake.
sleep, yeah.
Yeah,
And I was in
tired.
the little
You would
pillow
come out here
cave.
and play Overwatch for like 20 minutes at a time when we were in there.
And then I go back in.
Be like, Joe. Yeah. Oh, and I have a pretty favorite moment that happened during that, so that'll be pretty funny.
probably don't even remember it.
I was pretty drunk. Oh, you remember it?
Well, I was scrubbing through the gameplay just like a day after because no one was here, and I was scrubbing through, and I got a warning message, and it was like, "This person is over the limit."
Stephanie,
And I was like,
according to the game, hit a .3 BAC, which is
I was pretty trash, but I don't think I was
Getting-
0.3 trash.
yeah,
But she-
.3.
yeah, but she
apparently,
also-
she had messed up some of the stuff, so
Some of
she
the
didn't
measurements.
actually
So she was
ingest
drinking
that
a little
much,
bit less than
but-
she should have been at points. So,
Yeah.
but then she caught it later.
Yeah.
The more
Yeah.
drunk she got, the more
Quieter.
astute she became. Apparently.
"Do you guys make a mead king of booze? Like just stockpile a bunch of mead, and then we're just gonna go in there and get
What do you mean
trashed."
stockpile a bunch of
would
weed? We already
die.
have stockpiled a bunch of mead. It's all in my pantry right now.
Weed?
It's like
Or,
it's
or
like
we
I have
could do
Oh,
a king
death
of
mead.
weed.
bootleg
Death
house in there.
mead. Have like
Just drink until you drop.
We could do
That's
a king
pretty
of weed.
alcoholic.
That'd be pretty good.
Sure.
oh man.
Every time you do that,
should be
or
the
take
name of
a hit.
If you guys ever do like a really like ghost pepper mead or something like that, if that ever happened, called
Death mead?
Death mead, and then drink until you drop. That's the slogan.
Ooh, look
and
at
then
that.
put an asterisk, drink responsibly.
Please drink responsibly.
But in
Okay.
really small text.
Yeah.
To your grave.
You have to
drink
peel the
responsibly
label
to your
off. It's on the
grave.
back.
Yeah, so it's super hidden. Let's actually take a moment to talk about our first sponsor of the night, Dollar Shave Club. Let's get into it. There's no reason to use a cheap disposable razor or pay a ridiculous high price for some gimmicky thing that's got a laser pointer with 17 blades. Make the smarter choice and join Dollar Shave Club. Before Dollar Shave Club, of course, you were given the two main choices. One, you could save some money, save a couple bucks by getting one of those painful little plastic disposable razors that you have. I've used those before.
They come in like a 50 pack.
Yeah, there's like a 50 pack, and it feels like you're shaving with a piece of
They last
jagged,
for 8 years. You just keep kind of grabbing them out as time
Jagged
comes on,
glass.
and they're just like never sure if you used one. I always put the caps on. And I'm not sure. Anyway.
Yeah, and then they get rusty, and then that's
Yeah,
when you
they
get
do.
tetanus and all that. Or, of course, you have the other side where you could pay a ton of money for some kind of gimmicky, over-the-top breakthrough that has like 50 blades and laser-guided razors and stuff like that, which are completely unnecessary. But with Dollar Shave Club, you get the best of both worlds, a premium shave at a disposable price. And it just so happens that Spencer has actually been a subscriber of Dollar Shave
I've
Club.
probably been a subscriber for like a year and a half now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
nice.
They're an institute.
They-
at this
they
I
point.
send-
essentially, me and my
around.
girlfriend both use the razors, and we get 4 new razors every other month. We used to do every month, and then we had like 16 razors stockpiled because we're in the mindset of like just use it until it's like done. When they send you enough where it's like you can use it
you can
and they
refresh
can
it
be
pretty
nice
quick,
every
yeah.
time. And I actually used to be subscribed to their competitors, and they fucking sucked.
Well, there you go.
Their blades kept rusting like after like a couple uses. And so I'm on like the middle tier with Dollar Shave Club of the razors, and it's nice.
Nice,
You just
yeah,
click a new one in, you keep the handle, you just click a new one in, you just shave. And
Yeah,
then,
they sent us one. You want to grab that really quick
Oh,
just so I can show it? But they sent us one, and I used it to shave my arm a little bit. It's right next to my keyboard. I know I was just shaving my arm a little bit because I didn't want to touch my beard currently, but it's pretty awesome.
They send you
but
the handle?
Even bearded folk also shave. I have to shave my neck, and I like to shape
Yeah.
up and trim every
And
once
and
in a
they
while.
too
also
close.
have the shave cream. It smells like rosemary. It's really nice.
They have some shave cream and stuff.
It
So
makes
if,
me really like shaving.
if you haven't tried Dollar Shave Club yet, you're missing out. It's an amazing shave at an affordable price. There's no smarter choice in the market, just like Spencer
There's a razor on the
mentioned.
So
ground.
you go click. Let me see.
Yeah,
yeah, you can actually do it while
switch
it's
them
in
out.
there still. Just click it
Oh,
in.
so it's got a little
Yeah, yeah.
chassis like
Yep.
this.
Yep, and then just pull it out. Look at
And
that.
You can just
And then you go.
and then you got
it's
another one.
disposed. And right now they are giving away 1 month trial of any of the razors for $1 with free shipping. And
Razor's
after
not a
that,
toy.
it's just a few bucks a month. There's no long-term commitment.
Yeah, it's not
commitments, no
expensive
hidden
at all.
fees, and you can cancel whenever you want. Get your $1 trial at dollarshaveclub.com/hub. That's dollarshaveclub.com/hub.
Yep.
Thank you guys
Club
for sponsoring
Hub.
this, and
It's
thanks for
actually-
sending us the razors.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
really
and they
cheap
click
even
it.
if you don't have the code. So the code just makes it that much cheaper. And
Yeah, it's a nice
they're
little
good
trial
razors
thing.
too. Like I like them quite a bit.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Cool
the
stuff.
restaurants have begun dinner preparations.
I know, I can smell it.
Yep.
Oh,
It's like we're just sitting out back of an Applebee's.
I have
our window
I
open,
have the
too.
window open back there to get air flowing through,
Because
and
it's boiling in here.
man, oh, it
Yeah.
smells
Handle.
so good.
Which I guess, I don't know if you guys have talked about this all, but we have a restaurant right behind us that has been in a little bit of hot water
Yeah.
recently.
They're in a pickle.
This actually happened during the Toy Chest Destruction filming. I don't know if anyone noticed this, but there was actually a bunch of people in the back alley because we're right next to. There's a bunch of restaurants and stuff that are nearby us. And
People had mentioned it in the comments.
Yeah,
but they
they're-
didn't. They thought they were just watching.
yeah, so basically there was a bunch of cops. There's like 2 or 3 cops that were back there, and that I was kind of weirded out by filming us smashing a toy chest with a big axe while there was a bunch of cops around, but they didn't seem to mind
Hey,
it.
this is America.
They're actually watching, so
As long as
I
it's
don't
within
know.
that fence, you got a
It's
God-given right.
private property. I
He brought
guess
out like
so.
some sort of like
Yeah,
22-foot katana or something like that.
I don't even think they would have cared at that point because we were doing some pretty weird stuff. But anyway, they
You
were
want to use
sitting
my
back
gun to
there.
shoot it a little bit?
Yeah, here's my Glock. But I was wondering what that was, and then later on the next day, I went to the coffee shop, and they had mentioned there that apparently that restaurant, which we had eaten at early on, and when we got in here, and it was actually
good.
pretty good. They're getting evicted, and
There's actually a huge party going on over there right now.
there's a party.
When I went to go check, there was like
Party.
20 people outside.
Is it a going away party? They're like, fuck the
Yeah,
place
yeah,
up!
they're just gonna trash it.
They can hear us talking about it right now.
That's why they
Probably.
honked. But anyway, apparently the landlord that is evicting them was trying to get into the restaurant to do something. I don't know if they were just trying to get in for whatever reason, tripped the alarm, and then was trying to explain to the police what was going on. So it's just apparently
That
it's a
sounds
whole
like a
debacle.
messy day.
It sounds like an entire debacle. But
When we went there, it was kind of a weird vibe in there. It
was
was very
empty.
empty.
It was
And
empty,
then they
yeah.
also had a lower spot, and it was a little. I like a chill vibe, but it was a little too chill for my liking.
I didn't know that was possible. Is there anything so chill that it's too chill, Joe?
When people don't
As
care,
the
is
chill
more what I'm
expert of the
saying.
group,
I would say like stagnant water.
Yeah.
It's too chill.
that is a little too chill because then
It
it
is
just
a
gets all
disease,
disgusting and mosquito-y. And
It was still a
not
great place. Like I would have gone back if they hadn't gotten kicked out,
I know.
but because I had mac and
wanna
cheese
go.
with fried chicken bites on it, which were great.
It was very good.
But
Yeah,
they've been in a
salad.
little bit of hot water recently.
yeah, well, that
They're
sucks.
still in there. They're not. I didn't really see any major evidence of them.
There was a
moving.
movie
They have
truck
there's a
yesterday.
moving truck out there
today.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're loading stuff up. So,
Man, they had a
Man.
lot of shit in there too.
man, now I want food really bad. I haven't even
I
had
know,
a
I
chance to
can
really
smell
eat
it.
today too, and that smell is just killing me.
By the way, we have a Chipotle down the road. That is the smallest Chipotle I've ever seen.
Where's it at?
It's right over. It's a couple streets down the main street. You just go down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's one right down there, and you know how most Chipotle's you walk up and there's like the window and you see all the ingredients and you walk down.
Yeah.
There's none of that. You essentially go to where you check out, and then the back you have to
Wait
like.
a second.
you
Is
have
this
to,
the one that's near the college?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first ever Chipotle.
Really?
Yeah, that's the first
That
ever
one's
Chipotle.
teeny.
I know, right?
It's so small.
I remember that Chipotle. That is the first ever Chipotle ever created.
Yeah, well, it's still good.
And it's sitting right
It's
there
next to a
over next to
dispensary.
college. Oh,
I
man.
don't think it was there
a little
since
bit
the
of
beginning, but
burrito and bake.
But he
Baked
Burrito and bud.
Baked burrito.
Bud burrito.
Now I want
Fantastic.
Chipotle. This is just getting out of hand.
I
I know.
know.
I'm sorry. I just think about food.
I'm very starving.
What's in your little notebook, Dan? What are we talking about next?
Oh, we can talk about a fantastic film that we saw last
No,
night.
you can't.
Angry Birds.
We're not gonna spoil it, Joe. Don't worry.
I haven't seen it yet either.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
they spoil
Spencer
it,
hasn't seen it.
They have hell to pay.
It's funny. I've already recorded my review for it. I'm doing a podcast with my brother on it, and I'm also going to be talking about it on here.
Well, we can
Go.
be brief since we're not trying to.
I know. I feel like I've talked
But it
about
was
it at this point, but no.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yes.
There is like me and Dan had talked about. There's a few instances of kind of
There's a little nitpicky things.
ridiculous exposition and stuff, but it's like really nitpicky at that point because overall
But not
it's a
even. Yeah,
fantastic movie.
it's not even anything most people would catch. You'd probably watch it and be like,
Did you
If
guys say
you
what
would-
movie you were
you'd probably
talking about?
Logan.
Oh, Logan.
There you go.
I don't think we
not
did
say
actually.
Say
What other movies out there?
We're just all in the same string of consciousness.
We're talking about Logan.
Yeah, someone said Logan.
Yeah, that's what we were talking
I
about.
really want to
Continue.
see it, but my girlfriend's on Oxy right now because she had surgery, so she's just out of it all the time. So I'm waiting until she's
It's-
more into it because she really wants to see it, which is cool. So I'm just waiting
Yeah.
until she's feeling better.
Man, yeah, it
Feel
was
better, Lola?
incredible. Very, very incredible.
Cool.
Does he kill someone?
Oh, let's just say
At
that
least
I
two.
wish that every single Wolverine and X-Men and any superhero movie for that matter all had R ratings.
You know, X-Force is
this-
going to be rated R.
What's that?
X-Force is the Deadpool-led like superhero team movie.
Oh, okay. Good, because yeah, it did so well for the X-Men.
It really is nice seeing like violence in a Wolverine
Real,
movie. Because I mean,
real
before he was
violence.
always slicing at people, but there was never any result. It would just go, "Ah!" and then they'd have air inside them apparently, and that was it.
Yeah.
Like there was never anything. And as a kid, I never really understood that he was killing everybody because I was like, superheroes don't kill people.
Go to sleep, go to sleep,
And
go
then
to
like
sleep,
he,
go to
you know, he was
sleep.
doing that, and I'm like, oh, what does that do? Like I never really. I was an idiot, so I didn't really think about him just murdering everybody. And you also don't get that, like, you don't think about blood and stuff like that as a kid, so you just think that's what it's like.
After like one or two, rated R movies, when you get older, you start to expect it then. 'Cause then it's just like,
But man,
it's usually over the top. But yeah, it's incredible. And the violence, the language, everything is awesome.
Have you seen the video that's been
Everything
making the
is
rounds
awesome.
on Twitter and Facebook of
The
him doing
ADR?
the ADR for it?
I saw it without sound, ironically.
It's just funny because he does that.
he's like when he's doing the thing.
He does that, and at the end, he's just like, "Cool." Like, he just totally
He
breaks
goes,
character. Hi.
What were we watching with Benedict Cumberbatch just crawling around on the floor? It was for
Doctor
Doctor
Strange?
Strange when he was doing
Yeah.
the-
Oh, it was for it was his motion capture doing Smaug.
Smaug.
Oh yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah, he did the
Like, he's,
the
like,
full
super-
motion capture.
He was like on the yeah.
Yeah, he's like
That's great.
I don't think any of it made it in the movie, but
Yeah, probably not. They just animated. I mean,
Yes.
if he wants to show the expression, the animators are usually very good at carrying that
Yeah, that's
motion
true.
through because they'll
But-
watch it and be like,
but Logan.
"Yeah, definitely see it if you can." It's
And then Kong comes out this weekend too.
Oh yeah, which we may or may not be doing something. Sure.
Yeah,
Kang.
that.
what in the world? Anyway,
I'm gonna dress as a gorilla, kidnap a woman, go on top of Alamo, and be like, "I'm gonna throw her off."
and then you'd accidentally drop her, and then
And then I go to jail, lose my whole life, come super depressed, still have a monkey suit on the whole time.
because
least
you
you
would
had a
have
plan.
you would have glued it to your skin. So
Yep. You gotta
yep.
go full character actors.
And then Beauty and the Beast.
Haley's oldest
What
time.
are you looking at? What are you laughing at?
Someone said Benny Cup Dumberbutch.
Oh, I thought it said Baby Dick Cumberbatch.
Dumberbutch.
Bendy Kump Dumberbutch.
Dumberbutch.
He has a
Bendy
great
Lane.
I
name.
love
Cumberbatch.
Benedict.
I do too.
Oh yeah.
He's weird.
Oh, you brought up a fair point,
Yeah.
which is the amount of Marvel people inside of Kong.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of Marvel people. It's Nick Fury, Captain Marvel, Loki,
Who's Captain Marvel?
Doctor
Brie Larson.
Doom from what's it called?
Oh, you mean superhero wise?
Yeah. Wait. What? What is he
John
saying?
C. Riley.
John C.
from
Riley
Guardians.
from Guardians of the Galaxy. I think that was pretty much everything. Baby Dick Cucker. Wait, Cupper Perlatch.
Baby Dick Cucker
Perlatch.
Perlatch.
Oh, world people.
Perlatch.
Okay, chat. You guys.
Captain Marvel is a very strong female superhero played by Brie Larson in an upcoming movie.
So Captain America's love interest.
no, she's much stronger.
She's like she's like the Superman of that.
yeah.
Of that
She's Superman
place.
power level.
So Superman.
yes.
She's Superwoman. And she's
Marvel.
the cosmic. I think she can kind of like. She's somebody like trapped in between realities and stuff like that, or all that.
Like
jazz.
Tracer.
There's reality stuff going on. So Doctor Strange meets Guardians of the Galaxy bullshit. Kind
Dr.
of.
Galaxy.
And it's played by Brie Larson.
And Brie Larson.
Okay.
And then she's in Kong and she holds a camera a lot and just goes, what? In the trailers. Hopefully she says more than one line.
I really
in the
hope
Don't
so.
movie.
forget how tan she looks.
She's super
In
tan.
about
Everybody's
10
super tan.
years?
No, that
it's also
whole-
the color grading too.
that
So
whole
it's like
movie-
super juicy looking.
That whole movie looks like Christina Aguilera is dirty.
Dirty!
That music video.
That's
Everyone
a very
just looks
apt
dirty. They're like
observation.
sweaty and
Yup.
dirt.
It's
like
about
dirt.
time for
No,
They do that for Transformers too.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Exactly,
Like
yeah.
that.
This one
There's
has
a lot
more
of
of a
dirt
filter
porn.
on it.
A lot of dirt porn. Well, it's kind of Transformers
Sweaty.
and it says it's dirty and over saturated and or over color corrected.
I wonder if there's a Reddit for dirt porn.
Dirt porn. Well, you're gonna come up with something
Pigpen.
way different, I think, if you search dirt porn. Dirt on
Yeah.
there.
I don't know about
Dirt
that.
Dirt. nope. Not
I'm
diet
sure
porn.
something's gonna
Anal
come
dirt.
up.
Dirt
Ew.
porn.
Kong
anal
low-key
dirt.
Marvel subplot. I'm excited
Oh.
though with Kong
Ooh.
leading up to this Godzilla 2 directed by
There is
Bryan
no
Cranston.
dirt porn, but
Michael
there
Dougherty.
is an abstract dirt porn with no posts
Ah.
and 1 subscriber. There's
Strange
2
dirt
online
porn.
though. How weird.
But they're setting up for the Godzilla 2. And the whole thing connecting all this is the Monarch company that's like was following the whole Godzilla stuff in the first movie. You know, the Monarch
Butterfly?
Ken Watanabe. Yes, it is.
That was a company.
Yeah, Monarch. They had been they knew of Kong or Godzilla's existence and stuff like that. So they're involved
That's
with
why
this
they
as
made
well.
the bug.
It's a company, right? Like the Umbrella Corps.
Yeah, something like that. But
Is that
it was
all
a
they
little bit-
have anymore? Is just companies that can tie
It's not
things.
like a bad company.
It's kind of like
it's a
in,
company that kinda
in
tracks it.
Logan. There's a
They're
company.
like a specialized. It's kind of like Hellboy, where you have the extra paranormal. Like it's a specific company that is like a secret organization
Who
or
funds
whatever.
these
that
companies? Who
it's
has the
always
money to
either
get
private
these
or
companies?
government or whatever.
It doesn't
It's
make
just a
any
secret thing.
sense.
Anyway,
you got Stark Industries.
so
you got-
they're doing that thing. They have Godzilla. They're doing Mothra.
Oh,
Mothra,
they're doing,
that's what I
there's a couple. There's a couple different. I think aren't they doing? There's a couple different. Anyway, there's a couple different big Godzilla. I'm sure if Alex was still in the chat, he could say who. But a lot of the big kind of Godzilla.
Oh, the villains?
Yes.
Oh, King Ghidorah, Mothra, and Rodan.
Yes. That's
Sorry,
what it was. I thought I was thinking Ghidorah, but
Rodan?
I couldn't really think.
Godzilla villains are my shit. I love
Yeah.
Godzilla.
And it's going to star Eleven from Stranger Things, Kyle Chandler from Early Edition,
Friends?
and other things, and Vera Farmiga from The Conjuring and Bates Motel.
I found another great subreddit. I just
And
want
then
to
they're
fill you
gonna
guys
do
in on.
a movie versus each other too. Godzilla versus Dragon Ball Z.
So the
King Kong.
subreddit is called The Tip of My Penis. And it's not what you would think. It's a subreddit based on helping people find porn they've lost. Like the tip of my tongue, but it's the tip of your penis.
Oh,
So
they
you put something in
describe it?
here and you have to describe it and people go onto the internet and find it for you. Shout out to Tip of My Penis. /R.
chasing that orgasm, man.
The first one I ever had when I was a young kid. I remember this so vividly.
feel like if I watched it again, it would be the same. I could travel back in time through
What if that's how you time traveled?
Yeah, you have to watch.
Porngasms.
It's what if you watch the same porn, you can go back in time to the last time you jerked off to that porn.
But then when you go back in time, you wake up and you just
So
have
you
a
can have
big
moments where
pool
you
of something on
catalog
you.
it.
You have a porn diary.
yeah, I like
Sure,
this. I like this idea.
index. Just
There's a game coming out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, a video game.
A video game.
Whoa.
It's called Mass Effect Andromeda.
is that open world too?
Kind of. From what I honestly haven't looked into it that much, so I don't really know. All I know is a big focus is exploration, and I saw something about crafting. I saw some stuff about a bunch of weapons, and it has like a really cool combat system. I've actually seen that.
Could there be mods?
I don't know.
There's some great mods out there, Jordan.
Why would you need
Modifiers.
mods?
There's a mod in Skyrim to make everyone. Who's the guy who says "Oh hi, Mark"?
Tommy Wiseau.
Tommy Wiseau. You can make a dragon Tommy Wiseau. You can make a rat Tommy Wiseau, and it just morphs his body into different shapes.
The horse is amazing. There's a horse that you could do, and it's like a stretched
I saw
out.
that on the
Donkey's video.
Yeah.
is the best. Oh man, that video, the Skyrim.
Let's get out of here, Tommy Wiseau.
Skyrim.
I'm
Man,
just saying that's
donkey.
a possibility in Mass Effect Andromeda. If
Uh-oh. Amber alert.
Amber alert.
Wheat
Wheat
Ridge.
Ridge. That's not us.
Yeah, it's not. That's quite a ways from here, but we'll keep an eye out.
I didn't even
for-
get one. Do they even care about my well-being?
What do you mean your well-being?
Your
The well-being
well-being
of
is
this
someone else's.
person that's gone missing.
God damn it, Twitter.
So if you're in Colorado, look at the Amber alert that has hit your phone right now.
Yeah.
And keep your eyes out for that vehicle.
I've been trying to figure out when the Disaster Artist is going to come out. The movie that James Franco and Dave Franco and crew did. James Franco directed and starred in it as Tommy Wiseau, and apparently Tommy Wiseau has a cameo in it. But they finished filming that forever, so I'm amazed that they haven't.
Yeah, because I saw a picture of that a while ago.
Yeah, and there was one that was released recently, but I haven't seen anything on a release date, so I wonder when that's going to come out. But that'll be amazing.
What were you saying about Mass Effect Andromeda? Sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't mean to cut you
I
off
was
with
just
Tommy
saying,
Wiseau.
I haven't looked into it much. I'm actually getting really excited for it. And
I saw a little gameplay. It looked like a lot of fun.
It looks really good, and I'm
Is
excited
now the
to
time,
see what
Jordan?
it's like.
Is now the time that Reprisal Infinity will be released? Reprisal Legacy. And it could be Max being the old version of that character that he was like, I remember when the reprisal happened. And it could be like him looking back and then going, and you could recreate the
Just
story.
recreate the story.
Oh, that would be amazing.
If I remember correctly, the story was just ridiculously
Well, you can come up with something better
cliche
now.
and pathetic.
You can come up with something way better.
You're great at writing cliche and pathetic things.
Oh, yeah, that was my whole mantra when I was a
Oh,
machinimator.
Kutra. Mantra. Akutra mantra.
Accoutrement. What?
Accoutrement.
Yeah, what's that?
Akuna Matata?
Yeah.
What a wonderful day. Anyway.
Accoutrement.
Matata. And then the other game that is kind of more so just announced that was accidentally leaked / announced was Shadow of War. Middle Earth Shadow of
It
War.
was leaked.
Yeah, it was
Kind
leaked
of.
by Target. They posted the box art.
Box art was leaked. So, yeah, I guess that kind
So
of
they just pushed up their, I guess, window the way they announced it.
Damn, Target.
So they
Well,
released their
God, don't
cinematic
chill.
trailer, and then the gameplay, 60 minutes of gameplay just came out online today.
Yeah, we watched very
IGN.
briefly.
We
but
watched a couple
looked,
minutes of it during the pre-show.
You know, looks similar, but just bigger scale,
Yeah, it
cooler
looks-
looking,
it
probably
looks,
a lot more
you know,
things to
more
do.
next gen, you know, higher res, higher textures, all that jazz. It looks
Excuse me,
pretty
I put it
sharp.
on the PC. What's next gen?
You know, it's
The
funny
first one
that
was very well optimized.
the term next gen is lost on means because people still call Xbox One and PS4 next gen. It was only next gen when PS3 and Xbox 360 were the
No,
main
well, yeah, now
things.
it's the current gen, but
But
anyway.
I get it.
current
It's
gen.
catchy. Like I call it next gen probably as well.
It's a nice little buzzword to describe higher textures.
better looking things.
Yeah.
Improvements. When you see
Next
improvement,
gen
it's like, oh, that's next gen.
Next generation graphics.
But I mean, it really is the next gen because they're pushing the engine and all that jazz of whatever they're doing.
Do you know that the human eye can't see more than 30 frames per second? So your PC means nothing. No, yeah, I like PC a lot. And I honestly would be totally happy just to have a PC and a Switch because the Switch is unique. All I use my Xbox for is Netflix, and I feel kind of bad about that.
I use
actually-
my Xbox for a lot.
Mine
for
holds all my
Netflix.
dust.
Oh.
Dust is a prevalent thing here in Colorado, and all of my consoles, especially my PS4, PS3, Xbox 360, Machinima Xbox 360,
I like that one.
Xbox
Oh, yeah,
One,
that one really stands out.
Xbox One, Gears of War, Xbox One S,
Yeah,
like
next
You know, I
gen.
have 3
And
Xbox
Nintendo
Ones in my
64.
house. I have 3 Xbox Ones.
I have. I
and
think
one
I
of them
have
screams
4.
at me.
the Gears
The
of
Gears
War.
of War one.
When you
Yeah.
Which, by the
Jack-
way, that Gears of War Xbox One is amazing.
Oh, it's
And
the
I like
best.
Xbox a lot. I just have a hard time. I haven't seen a lot of exclusives recently that I wanted to play Fable, and that didn't go, and I wanted to play that Dragon one, and that's not there anymore either.
I have a fair bit of games I actually play on my Xbox. I've been playing pretty regularly. I've been
Is that a
playing
dog?
Kingdom New Lands off, huh?
It's
What'd
a
you say?
dog.
That's a dog.
Off
I just
stream.
kept on hearing barking.
But
I play Borderlands a lot on it too. The Handsome Jack collection.
oh,
That's kind of
played a
fun.
fair bit of GTA in there. I like because you can do the director mode and everything, or director mode and also the cinematic stuff.
Someone tweeted
on
at me-
console, and it's pretty fun to do on there.
Tweeted at both of us saying that GTA 4 was hitting the Xbox One. Is
Yeah,
that, is that
somebody
true?
was saying it was becoming backwards compatible.
Okay.
So it's not remastered.
No,
Okay.
I remember
Just
that
backwards
was the
compatible.
first game I ever played.
It'll run better, I'm sure, but
Yeah,
yeah, we have it on PC.
yeah, exactly.
that was the first game I ever played where I
But-
drove by the ocean and I looked down and I was like, "Holy shit, this game is beautiful."
Oh yeah.
And
GTA
that was the
4 was
first time I remember
amazing.
actually, like, I remember the spot on the map. I looked at it too. And I was like, this is a beautiful game. And that now doesn't look very good. It looks really gray.
Oh, the
It's kind of drab.
yeah.
It's
There's
a
some
beautiful
EMBs.
game.
There's some EMBs that make it look.
Oh yeah, you got
Kind of same with Skyrim.
The ICE
Yeah.
enhancer is amazing.
But GTA
Yes.
4 was amazing. Little boaty on the car physics. I remember when GTA 5 came out, and everyone was
Yes,
freaking out because
very different.
cars were so receptive.
Nobody really liked the handling in 4. I loved it, but yes, it is very like.
It's more a physics. It was based off the Euphoria engine, I
Yes.
think. So it was a very physics-based driving system.
And
which-
it was neat.
I liked
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. Just cruising. I mean, it's fun in GTA 5 too, but
Just
it's
seeing the
just
car, like
a lot
when
more
you do
arcadey.
the, and it's like you see that, like that the car physically readjusts to where you're going.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like the
cool.
suspension of the car is a real thing in that
Yep.
game.
Yep.
And it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So let's take a few minutes now to talk about Blue Apron, our other sponsor for today's
Yeah.
Hubcast. If you if you're like me and you end up eating out way too much, which I do all the time,
Yes.
or you find yourself not wanting to go to the grocery store, you should try out Blue Apron. They are the #1 fresh ingredient delivery service in the country and are making sure incredible home cooking is available to everyone. That means you too, Spencer.
I've used it before.
That means you too, Daniel.
I haven't used it before.
That means you too, Joe.
I would like to though.
I'm ready.
Everyone.
Every time I see their commercials, I'm like, I want to cook. It makes me want to do
want
more.
cook?
No, I want to cook.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. With
Jesse
ingredients
wants to cook.
With ingredients of the highest standards, Blue Apron strives to continue their support of a sustainable food system by partnering with over 150 local farms, fisheries, and ranchers across the U.S. Because the exact amount of ingredients are shipped with each recipe, food waste is also drastically reduced. So you're not, throwing out a bunch of extras. It's very nicely portioned.
It's
to
cool.
keep
They
within
send
that.
it to you too. It comes in the box and they're all nicely packaged, and it's like half an onion that you need to use.
Yeah, and they got all the step-by-step instructions.
Yep.
It's pretty nifty. And you can expect to spend under $10 a person for delicious meals, which is so much cheaper than eating out. That's for darn sure, especially now that prices are going up around here.
Yep.
And you're able to choose from a variety of new recipes each week, as well as delivery options to make sure Blue Apron perfectly fits your needs. Now, I didn't do this last time, but I'm actually going to read off the upcoming featured meals,
Ooh.
just so you guys can hear some of the awesomeness.
Wait, can we do a draft?
What's a draft?
Like we each have a pick. We get a draft which items we want.
Okay, so there's 4 items on here, so that might be perfect.
Who gets first pick?
I'm just
We
going to
don't
read them
have
off,
to do that.
Spencer. I'm going to read them off so you just hear the deliciousness. There's a salmon piccata with orzo and broccoli.
Oh, I
Ooh,
love
I like the
salmon.
broccoli.
I love salmon. Pork chops and miso butter with bok
Ooh,
choy and
miso.
marinated apples.
Damn.
So you got a little bit of Asian spice on that one. Vegetable chili and baked sweet potatoes with crispy tortilla chips.
I'll draft that one. I want to draft that one.
What was that? Vegetable.
And this one, I think, is my favorite out of these ones.
What was the other one?
Spicy shrimp coconut
vegetable.
curry with cabbage and
What was
rice.
the vegetable?
I'll draft that one too.
No, that's mine.
I get
already
2 draft
took it.
picks.
What was the vegetable one?
Shrimp.
Vegetable chilies, baked sweet potatoes, and crispy tortillas. So check
Oh, no,
out
no,
this
what was the
week's
last one?
menu.
What was the last one?
It keeps on updating. So check out this week's menu and get your
Not
first
even
3
writing
meals
anything.
free with
What
shipping
are
by
you
going
talking
to.
about?
Stop!
Vegetables.
He's
What was
not
the last
writing
one?
anything.
It's the
He just
spicy shrimp
scribbles.
coconut curry with cabbage and rice.
Ooh,
Spicy
curry would be
shrimp.
awesome.
Yeah, I know curry. Anytime curry is a thing, I'm all for it. So check out this week's menu because it keeps on changing constantly, and get your first 3 meals free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/hub. You'll love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. That's blueapron.com/hub. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
He's not writing anything.
Blueapron.com.
He's just scribbling a bunch of crap.
absolutely not. Look, see, that's not all scribbles.
No, actually show him.
/hub. No, he saw it. That's all he gets.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Thank you, Blue Apron, for sponsoring.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, guys. So between Andromeda, Shadow of War,
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild's already
Death
out.
Stranding.
Spencer. What?
Death
Huh?
Stranding. Oh yeah, because
Oh,
I
Steph's
tell you,
just
they like peeked into Steph's mind and made a game with both Mads Mikkelsen and
Naked Norman Reedus.
Naked Norman Reedus.
I've been reading a bunch about it. It looks so fun.
Man.
It's an open world.
they even
It's
shown
gonna be crazy.
anything?
That's the
They
one with the
showed
baby.
him holding
Yes.
the baby and he was like crying. He was like,
Oh, it's gonna be
So
so,
that's
good.
it. They've showed that, and Steph is
They
apparently.
released a screenshot of Mads Mikkelsen
That's
wearing
all I
face
need to
paint
know.
in a
is
red
Mads
room.
and Norman. That's all I need. That's all I need. I'm done.
she
Continue.
was really excited because she was like, we really need to get in good with this Hideo Kojima Productions.
You totally just made that up. I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
No, I didn't.
You did.
I remember
You're
you
like,
saying
you were
Stephanie,
there.
say it, and I was like, Kojima. And then you're like, no, you just
No,
heard
no,
Dan
no,
say
no.
it
Dan was
earlier.
in the other room, and he was like, "What, Kojima?"
Yeah.
I wish I
I
could
do
have
remember
heard her
saying
I
trying.
gotta say Kojima.
Which, by the way, he is
Oh my
he was
God,
at
Jordan.
RTX Sydney.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
We could have
Oh,
gone.
yeah, that's
Steph.
right. He was there. That's right. Not Norman Reedus. Hideo Kojima. So yeah, they're working on that game. What else is even coming out?
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Okay.
And
With the
So
party,
that's
the
just
battle
Mario
mode.
Kart 8.
But with the battle, they
And
added
more-
the old school battle mode where you have
Okay.
the 3 balloons, but it's not 3 balloons anymore. It's 5 balloons, and you ride around, and it's
And
the power.
they
of
also
it.
have,
even like
they
a
added new
huge
maps.
they have
thing?
all the DLC.
It was a big component of the older games.
They have all the DLC. They have more maps and they have more characters, including a Splatoon map and the Splatoon Inklings.
Okay, and then Splatoons is coming out too.
Yeah, Splatoon 2 is coming out in the
Oh,
summer.
Splatoon 2. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually a sequel.
Splatoon.
Splatoon, please call it Splatoon.
They did. I know it was such a waste.
In the tune,
Yeah.
Splatoon, and you can have the O's like cradled inside the 2. Make it like a
Oh,
cool
you're.
logo.
I was like trying to figure out what you were
Splatoon.
rambling
And it can
about.
still be called
And I
Splatoon
understood
2,
he was
but you
trying
have it
to-
in between the O's.
He's trying to call out Nintendo here and be like, here
Yeah.
you guys.
No, I mean, a lot of
here's
people
my
said that.
suggestion.
Hey,
Splatoon 2 looks
take
like a lot of fun, though. I've heard
patent
good
on that.
things. They're doing a test weekend, March 24th, I believe.
tweet
They're
weekend?
going to have 8 1-hour segments where you can play it. So you can play it from like 11:59 to 12:59.
That's interesting.
And you can play it from 7:59 to 8:59 over 3 days. They'll have 8 1-hour segments. I think it's
Interesting.
a server test.
It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of, that reminded me of when they would do like the weekend tests for the Just
server
Cause
server
multiplayer
stress
thing.
tests. Interesting. Oh yeah, the Just Cause 2 multiplayer beta stuff. That's
Yep.
right. I remember that.
Yep.
They had those windows.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we're gonna pop on
But they
for
weren't
10
1
hours or
hour at
whatever.
a time.
Well, they
That's
did. They
kinda-
did some that were shorter than a day or whatever. Like
Yeah.
they had some that were smaller, I believe.
Man,
Whoa.
not a lot of.
Hey,
crazy-
where'd y'all go?
What?
You went
What'd-
black on this OBS.
Stephanie, what did you
I'll
do?
take a look.
Nothing. You're fine
Oh,
on
no.
this
Help.
one, but not over here.
Video
Help
is
us.
out.
Video's out.
The camera.
Help! Oh, did you not plug it in?
I don't think so. I brought it over.
Okay, guys, it may be black screen right now, but you can still hear my supple voice.
Not unless I mute
My
your supple
supple voice.
Oh, pizza would be awesome too.
Oh my goodness. Stop
No, it's
posting
Stitch.
food in here. Now that we're all ridiculously hungry, what does everyone's last meal consist of?
A power bar.
Oh, we did? Oh, okay.
Okay,
well,
you're
never
good.
mind.
Thank you.
Let's forget that completely.
could
What are
it
you
be?
doing?
Oh, it's so spooky. Right?
What are you
Man,
doing?
it's already almost 6. Where'd the time go?
Well, yeah, that's. I mean, do we have any more topics lined up, Daniel?
I do want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed and resubscribed throughout the stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
The live stream. We always appreciate it. Logan. Did we hit
Yes,
that one?
we talked about Logan.
Shadow of Mordor.
That was Shadow
Gameplay.
of War.
Mordor/War. I put /War. So
Okay,
Shadow of
Shadow
Mordor.
of Wardor.
And the Switch. But let's go over my notes real fast. First off, $shove.com. Worked computers. What we were talking about that worked computers blew a bulb. Somebody said blew a bulb at some
In the
point.
world are you talking about?
I put settler right here. No.
Were you writing this with your eyes closed or something?
Well, I was like doing it really fast and half doing it footing. Joe said footing at some point.
Yeah. Oh, Arc. Getting
Yeah,
your footing.
got our
getting a
footing.
footing
We
on
got
the-
our
okay,
footing, that's
getting our
right.
footing. These are the minutes, by the way. Power Shave Club /Hoon.
That's $1.
Yeah, I know. New recipes, new meals. 1, salmon. No, I lost it after that.
I
2,
love the
I don't know if I got.
45-minute gap
Apple.
between those two lines. Yeah.
There's a pretty
Well, there's a
massive
point
gap
where
there.
Apples. Oh yeah, it was something. Salmon with no. That's the third one is something with apples.
Marinated
Vegetable,
apples.
chill, spicy shrimp, la coca
Curry.
new
You put Coco Coo.
weta chives.
Yeah, now that I think about that, I may have completely misspelled that. It might have been Mandarin apples. Is that a thing?
No, that's an orange.
Is there not Mandarin apples?
I
I think no marinated should be marinated apples. That
Yeah.
sounds right. With a glaze.
I don't remember writing this, but at the front, you know where you put like property. I put Benjamin Danklin, 1775.
What the fuck?
Benjamin Danklin?
I don't remember writing that, but all right. That's
Yeah.
my handwriting, so I can't miss. I
Yeah,
can't
no,
say
you
it's
can't.
not.
Can't mistake Dan's all caps handwriting that he shows off all the time.
Shows up.
Okay, I have one last segment I'm gonna do here where I go to. I thought about this mid-show
Go to-
here. I'm gonna go to Twitter.
Oh.
I'm gonna find one of the hashtags.
Oh.
And you guys just off the hashtag have to try and guess what this hashtag means
Oh, eh?
and what it's about.
Hashtag Breath of the Wild.
So this one, hashtag. This is the number 3 trending right now. Underneath, not counting Kong Skull Island promoted trending. Hashtag ATL orgy.
Atlanta Orgy.
There's an Atlanta orgy
Yes.
Okay.
currently.
I'm going to guess that it's not an orgy, but it's. The people do this a lot nowadays where when they're doing a movement, they'll call it something sexual so people will actually see it. I'm going to guess it's a movement going on in Atlanta, like a protest or a rally, but they're
National
calling
Women's
it an
Day,
orgy.
so-
What?
It's National Women's Day.
No helping
So there's
staff.
probably what?
Yeah.
all the women in Atlanta are having an orgy in downtown.
Maybe some politician or TV person made like a comment about it.
Oh.
Because people usually will just
They'll
take
snap
Okay,
on
so
her.
politicians comment, movement
Rally.
/ rally.
Yep.
Rowdy sex happening in the streets.
Okay, let's see
I like
what
that
we
one
got
the
here.
best.
Let's see. Oh my.
That looks like a guy saying things at a podium. There's Reagan.
I mean, well, I think that's the guy that said something, that horrible thing about the immigration stuff. Oh my
Wow,
goodness.
that made it to Twitter?
Oh my.
What did he say? Was
It's-
that?
it was
was
just
that
a
Ben
live
Carson?
chat thing. Okay, there's the guy.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I'm not really having a very
I thought some
Did
of them
you
are
just
so
backfire?
muddled. Like
Yeah,
this
sometimes
is
you
really
click them and it's like
muddled.
there's nothing here.
I
Yeah,
thought
so-
you were looking at it I thought you had chosen it and you knew what it was, and then you were asking.
Oh, I
us.
kind of wanted. Next
Oh, you
time
wanted
I
to
will
guess.
go in and I will investigate and write it down.
You will
so
go
that-
into the orgy and
Yeah.
scout.
That could be Steph's job. She can find a really obscure hashtag that's happening that day.
That's
Okay.
funny.
That
Okay,
has some
so this is
following in it, and we'll
some girl named
That sounds fun.
guess
I'll
and
do
make
it.
sure it's a fun one.
Okay.
Shorty who
Or, well,
throwing
funny
the
one.
hashtag ATL orgy said she's charging single men so much because quotations broke dick is dangerous quotations crying face.
So she charges broke people more because she don't want that broke ass boy to be chasing her. So she
these
Oh, I
songs
charges.
thought you
there-
were talking about a broken dick.
I
Well,
thought
no,
that's what she was talking about
No,
too.
she's calling
Like a
them a
broke
broke ass
dick.
dick
Oh.
because they're poor.
What a broke dick.
But she charges poor people more because she wants to have sex with richer people.
I guess, or just it's like a deterrent.
Yeah, she says it so that they won't. Why don't you just say
so
no?
it's equal opportunity, but you got to pay to play.
What if they have the money though? Then
I
are you
think
just
this
like,
is
no?
legitimately an actual orgy that is currently happening in Atlanta.
oh, I win!
In the
D'Angelo.
streets.
What?
In the streets?
I don't know.
I wish it was in the streets.
Everyone's just kind of confused why it's trending in the first place. Does anyone else have
Which
some?
then makes it trend more.
That's
You're
what's
the
so funny
official
is you
on
go-
this. What do you mean? Does anybody else have some? Anybody in the chat have any insight on this random hashtag
SpongeBob.
that Jordan got into? What is it called? Hashtag broke dick? What is this?
So basically, some girl is having an orgy party thing, and it made its way into the Twitterverse.
Okay.
It's charging people to come to the 7-hour all
Come.
orgy. I have the screenshots. Someone has screenshots.
Okay.
Baby Jala has the screenshots.
I know. Good job, Baby
Man.
Jala.
Okay, so it was an actual orgy that
Deep
is
reporting.
happening.
Congrats, Dan.
Oh well, there you go,
But
Dan.
she's charging people.
But not in the streets.
Yeah, well, that's what the tweet that I had mentioned was about. You know, it was actually about the.
that place is gonna blow up. Holy shit! There's gonna be cum on the walls.
well,
It might be
When you
a
go-
7-day orgy.
Yeah. When you go to the ATL orgy and you see your girl there already.
man, there's probably a
Just a
good
guy
chunk
going-
of meme-worthy tweets going through about that. So that's going to be about it for today's episode of the Hubcast. I think I'm going to bring
You-
that segment back. That's pretty fun, but
you
I'll
will walk-
plan ahead a little bit more
I like
next
that
time.
segment.
Let's see here. You will walk into the ATL orgy looking like this.
This guy going like this.
Hands
All
down.
right. And you'll come out looking like.
Is
And
it a
you'll,
scene from
and you'll
Flubber?
wake up the next morning looking like this.
Ew, what in the world? Oh my goodness. Okay, on that note, thank you so much for watching the Hubcast today.
On this
ladies
edition
and
of
gentlemen.
Salty Spencer, I'm going to talk about the ATL orgy.
Thank you so much to our sponsors, Blue Apron and Dollar Shave Club, for sponsoring this episode. Go ahead and check them out with the links I had mentioned earlier. They'll also be in the description of the video.
That's a good looking
So
guy.
check
right
it
there.
out.
I like that.
Looking
Lemmys.
guy.
He's really
That is a
clean.
good looking guy.
He's got a clean look about him.
He's a handsome dude. Handsome man right there.
Handsome.
Thank you guys. We'll see you later. Thanks, chat, for hanging around.
Bye bye.
Hashtag ATL orgy.
Love you guys.